right here in Columbia. Thank you so much for being here today. We appreciate it.
It's our pleasure.
Yeah, so I'll start. I'll let either one of you answer. Tell me more about Gangs in Peace. How did this come to be? Because I know that you have a big following now.
God called us here. And we here and we ain't going nowhere. But we pretty much exactly what you want to know again.
What makes your organization? We have a lot of organizations across the Midlands, right, that have this charge to put it into violence and pour into the community. But tell our viewers what makes your organization so unique.
Well, I mean, I look at it as, the people that is a part of the organization. Instead of us just preaching stuff to the youth and to the people that we are reaching out to, we actually lived it. So we kind of able to tell them, we lived on this side, we did this, but now we're on this side and we really enjoying life. So it's like we got a real story behind the message that we're giving to the youth and to the community.
And for our viewers to know, you said that it's made up of people who were once gang members, obviously people who were not in gangs as well. When you are sitting here talking to the community and specifically the youth about the lifestyle that you used to live, what are some of the messages that you're giving to them and how are they receiving it?
I mean, just giving it to them real. I mean, just letting them know, okay, I lived this life. I mean, I done been in the middle of shootouts, I done been shot, been in prison. I ain't like it. I mean, I ain't think that was part of living. I mean, it may be part of living, but that ain't the life that I want to live, you feel me? So it's like a lot of these kids see stuff and they glorify it, but not knowing the end results of it. So you got people like us, as far as Gangs in Peace, who are able to come and tell them, like, look, we did this, and this is what it led us to. This is what it got us. Now our record messed up. We can't do this. We can't do that like regular people, that's living. So they kind of take heed to what we're saying and do listen to it.
Really good. And this Saturday, you're going to have this rally starting at the courthouse on North Main here in Columbia, marching down to the State House. Dr. Claire, tell us more about this event and why you're hoping the community comes out to support it this weekend.
We're inviting everybody to come out and support us. We need to kind of break the violence that's going on right now, especially that thing that occurred in Meadow Lake and the many young children that were hurt.
Right.
We'd like for mothers and fathers to come out. We'd like for communities to come out and join us in doing this. Gang in Peace got started in a way where the sheriff cried out for help. He could not do anything. He didn't know what was going on to stop it. And that understanding, Greg, a young man by the name of Greg, and Word of God, Bishop Davis, made a connection with the gangs on the street and slimmed them and brought them in.
Yeah.
Various group leaders came together for the first time at the table without anger and bitterness. That's the consequence of Gang in Peace started with the intention of talking to these young children and putting the guns down. It worked. It worked for about 3, 4, 5 months, where the crime rate went down, putting it to nil, and promises that were made did not happen. And so what we are seeing right now is a result of broken promises. If we can walk down North Main Street or down Main Street, if we can march and declare along the way the things that are needed to the State House. At the State House, we'll have certain of the children speak. We'll have parents who lost their children in the battle. We've got children that'll talk about the shootings that they went through and the shots that came into their bodies. Some, I've got personally a young man that was shot in the head, the bullet, they could not get out. He lost sight in one eye, losing sight in the second one. Dangerous enough now that if you move too quickly, that bullet could move 1 centimeter, and he's a dead young man. So we're going through this kind of a thing, and so we can march down. We are inviting everybody. We're actually begging as many people to come out and join us in this. I think it's time for the city to make a noise. I think it's time for the parents to stand out. Another thing they've been doing, they've been blaming the parents. Parents are not always to blame for this. You can't force a child into doing anything. I'm from a good home, did the wrong things. He's from a good home, done the wrong things. Parents can only know what you're doing while in their presence. And often they either got to sleep, and my men sleep. I climbed out through the window and over the roof when I went in the streets and did what I did. So it's not the parents, but we would like for parents to come out, especially those who experience this kind of a thing. It's a clarion cry right now for us to do something. This is going to shock people, but they can't legislate what we need to be done. The police can't stop what is going on.
It really takes the community.
It takes a community to stop this. We need to get back to the village atmosphere and get on board with this.
Well, Dr. Claire and Slim, thank y'all so much for coming on the show and really being transparent about what you're doing, how you're helping, and some of the stories that the community could hear, real life examples of how violence is impacting us. Let's go back to the first graphic that has the details about this Saturday's March Against Violence. It's happening Saturday, May 20th, starting at the courthouse on North Main Street, ending at the State House. That's at 2:30. And then later this summer, you can join Gangs in Peace as they host a midnight hoop session. That's going to be from June 2nd and Saturday, June 3rd, 10 p.m. to 2 a.m.